What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy VII the Remake. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys all of the summons. Yes, that's going to be all of these summons, including those that are in the deluxe edition for Final Fantasy VII the Remake. So if you haven't seen those yet, I will be showing you some gameplay that I got from the internet because I don't have the deluxe edition, but of course I wanted to make sure that you saw them. Okay, so first and foremost, the first one that you should be receiving, obviously if you didn't do any of the pre-orders, is going to be Ifrit. So Ifrit mainly deals fire element. If you look at it, it kind of looks like a fire demon type deity. I don't even know what to explain to it. It also has an ultimate attack called Hellfire, which is very powerful, of course, to those that have a weakness for fire damage. So in order to actually get Ifrit, you will have to complete chapter 3, and then Jesse will give you that summon Materia at the end of chapter 3. So this should be your first one that you get. Next we have Chocobo and Moogle. Okay, so Chocobo and Moogle, the only elemental damage that they're going to have is going to be wind, and that's from the Chocobo itself. Now the ultimate attack is going to be the Stampede, and that as well is also wind elemental damage. Now getting Chocobo and Moogle isn't as straightforward as the rest of them are. Now I actually have another video on this channel that shows you how to obtain that summon Materia. So if you missed that during the story like I did, definitely go ahead and look at my Final Fantasy VII Remake playlist, and you should find that video in there on how to obtain it during what I believe is chapter 6. Now next we have Shiva. So Shiva is actually pretty simple to obtain, right? You're going to be doing the VR missions for Chadley, and then every 5 battle intels, basically you're going to obtain a VR mission for a new summon. So once you complete 5 of the battle intels, you'll unlock Shiva. You're going to talk to Chadley. Chadley will tell you he has a new VR mission that he wants you to try out, and then you'll be able to fight Shiva. What I don't recommend is fighting her right away until you get to chapter 8, where you can actually have Aerith with you, because this will make the battle a lot easier. Not to mention you'll be a higher level, of course, because when I first tried to fight Shiva right off the bat, because I went in and completed all of the battle intels and I tried to fight Shiva with just Cloud, it was very difficult and I actually didn't manage to defeat her. So again, I recommend waiting until chapter 8. At chapter 8, when you're in... Alright, next we have the Fat Chocobo Summon Materia. So of course the Fat Chocobo deals damage. It's all non-elemental, so this actually makes it pretty good for when you're fighting the Bahamut, just because the Bahamut doesn't have any weakness, and if you're trying to summon something like the Ifrit or Shiva, you know, it's not going to do as much damage because they're either fire and ice. But anyways, besides that, the Fat Chocobo's ultimate attack is Kerplunk, and also the Fat Chocobo is the perfect enemy if you're going for that 300% stagger. I also have a video for that as well, so be sure to check that out if you're trying to achieve that battle intel where it says you need like 200% stagger, because I definitely have a way to do that. Alright, so next we have the Leviathan. So the Leviathan is a great water serpent. It appears to be more limited in where it can be summoned than most others. He's seemingly not available to summon in some indoor areas, which is kind of odd. Now, I don't know exactly why that is. Maybe it's a bug. You guys let me know if you know, but I found that you couldn't summon it in certain areas. Now the Leviathan has no specific elemental damage or attack that it's going to be doing, but the role of it, of course, is to deal damage. But anyways, the ultimate attack for the Leviathan is going to be Tidal Wave, which is a fantastic AoE, especially if you're dealing with big groups of mobs. Next we have the Bahamut. So the Bahamut is only unlocked after you complete all 20 battle intel reports, which is actually quite difficult. I didn't manage to do that until the end of the game, and I do have a video for like maxing out your MP, maxing out everything else as well, so that way you can go ahead and complete those battle intels and hopefully fight the Bahamut. Now the Bahamut is all non-elemental, meaning that it doesn't have any weaknesses to elemental. Now the Bahamut's ultimate attack is going to be Mega Flare, which is a very powerful attack. It will actually wipe your squad if you're fighting the Bahamut and you don't have the right setup. Okay, so now we're going to talk about some of the summons that you could have gotten if you did the pre-order, if you did the digital deluxe in the first editions, etc. First from those, we're going to be talking about Chocobo Chick. So the Chocobo Chick is this little tiny cute chocobo, the ones that we all have known to love. So you can actually summon that into battle. Now the Chocobo Chick deals fire, ice, lightning, and wind elemental damage at random, which makes it kind of good but kind of bad at the same time, especially if you're fighting something where, like, let's say it's not weak to fire and then your Chocobo Chick randomly casts a fire damage attack. that's not going to help you, of course, right? Now, the Chocobo Chick was a pre-order bonus for any version of the game at participating retailers, so I assume that most people probably have Chocobo Chick. Next is going to be Carbuncle. So this allows you to summon the Carbuncle into battle. So because the Carbuncle will actually do some healing and will do some buffs, its role is not to deal damage, its role is more of a support. Now, Carbuncle's ultimate attack heals the party, which comes in handy, especially if you're on, like, let's say hard mode and you have to fight something that's very hard and you don't have time to heal off. Of course, that's going to come in handy. Now, unfortunately, the Carbuncle is only available in first class edition and digital deluxe editions. Now, lastly, we have Cactuar, because who doesn't love a little Cactuar running around and annoying you? So the Cactuar allows you to summon it into battle, of course, and it deals fixed non-elemental damage. So Cactuar has an ultimate attack. It's called 10,000 Needles, and it does a ton of damage. Now, unfortunately, the Cactuar summon materia only comes as a bonus in the deluxe edition, digital deluxe edition, or first class editions of the game. All right, everybody, so those are all of the summon materias so far for Final Fantasy VII the Remake. Now, honestly, I was a bit surprised that the summons weren't they didn't play a bigger role in the game as I thought they would be. They're more of a support role, as you could say. Now, I would definitely recommend that, of course, you use them in hard mode, but for the most point, unless you're fighting a boss, that's probably going to be the only point to where you're going to be calling a summon, if you actually get your summon gauge full. Now, of course, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, you definitely know that there are way more summons available, right? But for the specific part of the story, they're just not, and they haven't been added to the game yet. So it would be cool if we could see some of the new ones. Maybe they'll add those on in the future. I honestly don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel or you just haven't done it yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, right? We got a lot of viewers on the videos, but not everybody is kind of converting over to being a subscriber, right? So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, stay quarantined.